Guys, welcome back to the podcast. As you guys can tell, it's just me. No Colby. Like I said, we've had the conversation with Colby, and we also renamed the podcast. We named it to Just Chasing a Dream. If you guys want to know what chasing a dream means, um, I'm just chasing a dream. That's all I'm doing, and a lot of the people that we're going to be interviewing are chasing dreams themselves. And and today, guys, we do have our first ever interviewer. Um, His name is Marvel Squad. We've had him on the podcast before when I started the Golden podcast, and a lot of things have changed. And I have some notes on my podcast for the podcast episode today. And we're going to ask him some questions, and we're just going to have a good time with it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast channel. Don't forget to follow us. We are on Spotify and Apple now. We're on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, Anchor, you name it, we're on it. Besides a few of them. I'm not going to list off all that stuff, but let's get Alex in here. Me. You guys are gonna see the setup for real quick. Run button. You guys are gonna see the setup real quick, which is fine. He's not gonna have his face cam, by the way. Fair warning. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it with him, and we'll go from there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, man?
I'm right. How are you?
I'm
How
doing
you
good.
doing?
Well, welcome to the podcast. If you didn't know, we did rename the podcast to the Chasing a Dream podcast. So,
Oh yeah, I
welcome to the Chasing a
appreciate
Dream
it.
podcast.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So we're just gonna sit here, Alex. We're just gonna have a good conversation. First up, do you want me to call you Marvel, Alex? What do you want me to call you? I know you by a whole
Um,
bunch of names, so
I honestly don't care. Whatever you prefer, I don't mind. I'll answer both.
sounds good to me. I'm gonna start off with this first question here. I got a few notes here, just chilling on my phone. That I wrote
Mhm.
down while waiting to make the episode with you. Which, actually, I'm not gonna lie though. I actually am excited to have you on the podcast again
Thank you. Oh
because
yeah.
I've told them in the beginning. You and me actually go a little bit ways back, not too much, but just probably a few years. I did have
Yeah,
you on my
because I think
podcast, the first podcast that I had, the Golden Podcast, for a little bit now, actually, that I can remember. And
yeah, it's been I think a year or maybe two. It's been a long time. That's all I know.
obviously, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I am a bigger YouTuber than he is, which don't care much. But guys, go subscribe to his channel. Link will be in the description, by the way. Um, but yeah, so me and him do go far back. He actually was my one of my former editors for a while.
Yeah.
Um, but he was one of my former editors. He's done at least about 4 or 5 of the videos from now, like back, like probably like 2, 3 months ago. Some of
Yes,
his
and then
his edits.
I think I did some thumbnails as well. And that's kind of
You've
pretty
done
old.
some thumbnails, yes. You have done really good thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie. Your edits and everything were amazing. Um,
Thank you.
I do appreciate you doing that for me for as long as you did.
Yeah, and then some stuff happened, and I couldn't
Yeah.
really do anymore.
But
And
I'll probably consider you being an editor for me again. Um,
I mean,
that's
I don't
obviously up to
know.
you. I'm just
Yeah.
making jokes, but I will consider you if you ever want to edit again. I'll let you come back.
Oh yeah,
I
I'll let
didn't
you know
fire
if
you.
you
I
want
didn't
my
fire
ticket.
you. It was just choices got made,
There's
and
yeah, and
we're still good. We're still good though. It's not like nothing
yeah,
happened
no,
to us.
no hard feelings for either
No,
party. It's
no.
just I had some stuff going on. I didn't really have too much time, and you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're good. We don't have any heat,
beef
so
or
I'm
anything.
fine with that. I'm good that we're still on good terms and still talking, and I'm glad you actually reached out to me about being on the podcast, which I was actually kind of excited to do again and
Oh yeah,
continue the podcast. I mean, Colby, much love to Colby. He's currently not doing the podcast with me currently. Sadly, I do wish he would be here right now because I did have a little dream of me and him doing a podcast together, and sadly things aren't going the way they want to, so it's just going to be me for a while. But
What happened to Gobi? If you don't mind me asking.
um a
I
lot
know.
of personal things have happened with him. He did when we were making the podcast, he was currently going through a breakup. I'm not saying with who, and I'm not gonna
Oh
say all
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit, but like he was
How
going
you
through a
feeling about
breakup while we were when we made the first episode. He was really iffy about doing the first episode because he didn't know if he wanted to go and do social media and do podcasting, because he does his own stuff too, but he just hasn't been doing it lately because so much shit has happened in his life. And I
that?
feel bad for him. I really do. It does suck. And, you know, there is things I know he's probably may or may not listen to this podcast episode or not, but it does suck what he's going through. It sucks. I do wish he will eventually come on and be in an episode. I did want him to be with our first interviewer, but things aren't going the way things are supposed to right now. So he's on his own fixing things before I even consider him being on the podcast again. It's not me
Yeah,
thinking like business wise, 'cause I mean, technically starting something like this is kind of a business, really. But I want his mental state and I want his stuff to be okay before he can start doing a podcast, because I don't need him to say the wrong thing to somebody, piss them off, and they go away. That's
yeah,
my whole thing. So I'm letting him off to the side. So it's just going to be me for a little few episodes. But he told me,
hmm
and me and him had a conversation before we did episode 4. Um, he told me he would rather see me do something that I enjoy than stopping because he's stopping.
yeah.
So me and him, obviously, me and him still talk. We're still on good terms. Trying to get him to film a video with me, it's difficult, but so I'm trying to.
Yeah, I have troubles with that too, trying to find people film videos of me. That's why
Yeah,
I haven't posted for a very long time.
yeah. I mean, I post here and there still. I'm still trying to grow myself. You know, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, I want him to get his life together before he even decides to come onto the podcast again. If he says he's ready, I'm gonna double check with him and make sure that he is ready before anything.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, that's life. You go through things in life, and sadly, you have to stop doing things you love and stop chasing your dreams. And this podcast is about chasing dreams, and this is doing a podcast and doing my YouTube is a dream for me. So that's why I named it Chasing a Dream Podcast. But
which I like. I like the name.
I do too.
Yeah.
I came up with it in my sleep. To be honest with you, it came up in my head when I was sleeping, and I'm
That's
like,
how.
oh.
Yeah, that's how usually great names are formed. I guess while you're dreaming or
Well,
sleeping.
I didn't. So with Golden Ninja 03, a lot of people don't know the backstory of the name of Golden Ninja 03. This never came to me in a dream. I thought of it randomly because I don't know if some people might know it, some people might not. But Lego Ninjago, the TV series that they had going on for a while,
Oh,
and my favorite ninja was Lloyd, and he was green. And then one of the last episodes of season 2, he turned gold because he fought the Underlord or whatever it was called, and he turned gold. And then I'm like, dude, the gold ninja looks so freaking cool, and I want it. I want that Lego. I want the skin itself, and it was just so cool. And then back in 2016 when I started, my parents told me that I can do a YouTube channel because they knew this was something I love doing. And I'm like, okay, now I need to come up with a name for my YouTube channel. And I'm like, I like Gold Ninja. My birth year is 2003. Let's do Gold Ninja
oh,
03.
I like that.
So
Ooh,
from 2016 to now, it's just been Gold Ninja 03 games. And I love the name. I've made a name for it, and I'm keeping it. So that's the story behind Gold Ninja 03. So,
nice. I like that.
but that's how Gold Ninja 03 became about. So, but yeah, I guess we should start getting into some questions because I know I'm probably talking too much about things, but
Oh no, you're good.
it's a podcast. What do you expect? Um,
Let's say.
anyway,
But
for question 1, um, so how do you like the journey of the YouTube journey, man? Like, what has that been like for you? Like, do you like it? Do you
uh,
not like it? Like, what do you got thoughts on for it?
I liked it in the beginning because it was simple and easy, and then with all like the like YouTube like updates, like guidelines, and the new
Yep,
crap
that's it for
about
me
like
too.
the monetization, and then like you can't do this and this because my videos originally when I started YouTube, I wanted to make videos, not do live streams, and then I did my first live stream, and then I started doing live streams, and that's what I was kind of like known for was doing live streams. And
Hmm.
then I think I started growing more when I did that 15-hour live stream because I was trying for 24 hours.
Right.
And then I couldn't get to it. I only got to 15 hours. And then that's where I kind of blew up a little bit. Got some more subscribers. And then it wasn't working too well with live streams. And then I went to videos, tried to do that, which was good. I did good for that. But like YouTube, like I do like it because like you make memories on YouTube. You
Oh
make
yeah,
so many memories and
100%.
they won't go away. But I hate how like nowadays like with videos
Hmm.
you have to go through all of this crap about like make sure that's like okay to be put on YouTube, which a lot of stuff is like I understand with like racism like stuff like
Right.
that,
Right.
like when you're like with friends you like joke around and stuff like it's not meant to like
Hurt
be like
somebody or like
yeah it's not meant to be like
potentially hurt,
uh
like defend somebody out there. I mean, it is 2023
yeah
and people get offended really quickly now these days.
yeah, so easily. And then like literally YouTube, I got a warning because one of my videos, I forgot what I think someone said they hate black people or whatever, like
Mm,
jokingly. Like he's even colored. So it doesn't really matter. But one of my videos got taken down because they said that.
yeah, it's stupid, man.
And I got flagged for that. And I was like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it was
So I had to
kind of the same
I had
situation too with me.
yeah, I had to mute the clip and then I had to rearrange my clips again.
Yeah.
So then I could repost it and then it was just fine like that, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's how it
But
was with me. I think it was like a few years ago. Some of the veterans that know, I did a series called "Fucking Around" on Minecraft, and literally, I would say about a month ago, episode 6 of that series got taken down and got me a community guideline strike for hateful
I never.
speech.
That's stupid. I never
So
got a
I ended
strike.
up
I just got a
deciding to
warning.
private that whole series because it was just not worth getting community guideline checks for. So I'm taking down that whole series. I haven't even done it yet, so it's still out. But I'm gonna be starting to private every single one of them because it's I'm not gonna keep that up there if that's what's gonna happen. And it happened like years ago, and it's still getting flagged. And it's like, dude, I'm not
Oh
even
yeah.
making money off this thing, man. Like I could care less, but like it still kind of sucks because those are memories that I want to keep. And the fact
Oh
that
yeah.
they literally took down episode 6, so now it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's like, dude,
Which is it's so stupid.
it's part
Like
of the series.
they could like maybe private and like not like delete it forever. They could like maybe private it or like I'm not sure if that's an option they can
I
do,
don't know.
but delete the whole video.
It pisses me
Luckily,
off. I mean,
and like
YouTube, man.
they don't understand how much time it takes, and especially like when you don't have that much like like I guess like a good like oh no, like I feel like if you're editing yourself, that takes so long, and
Yeah.
they get through all that post it, and then they take it down. All
Oh
that
yeah.
work for nothing.
Yep. And I think that video
Luckily,
had a good views too, and I was pissed. Trust me, I was really
yeah.
pissed when I saw that happen.
When I first posted it, I got like 30 views in like maybe like 10 minutes, and then I had to repost it again, and now it only has let's see, it only has uh like 80 something views now, and it probably would have had more when I first uploaded it, but you know. Yeah, it only has like 84, and it would have had more most likely if
Yeah.
it didn't get taken down.
Oh yeah, for sure. These series, man. I
Because
mean,
that messes up with the algorithm.
oh yeah, it
YouTube
does.
recommends something, but if it has like the same title, again, they're not gonna like push that one out because there's already one that you already made that with that same title.
Yeah. My channel's been getting
So
recommended a lot lately. And obviously, I'm making different videos every day. I'm making different gaming content. Like there's Fortnite, there's Game Beast, there's
mhm.
different video contents, and my channel gets recommended to a lot of people. But what sucks the most is like what you just said. It can get taken down, or it can do something, and that attraction that you get from that video because YouTube puts it on the recommended thing for people to go watch. Your attraction that you just earned from that video is completely gone for the next video. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know if that's happened to you, but it's happened to me a bunch of times. That's why
Uh
I'm trying to like kind of cut off on the swearing, but like say like shit, hell, like the good ones, not like drop f bombs or like start calling people fags or something because it's just gonna
Yeah.
flag me hard, and I try not to get that. I'm trying not to like let things like that bother me, but it's also with us creators, like even if we're small YouTubers, I mean, I guarantee you it's probably the same for the bigger YouTubers, especially with them like being a brand now and they're like millions and
Yeah.
millions of subscribers making money and doing these events with all these other bigger YouTubers, and it's they got to be careful them more than us because they can say one wrong thing, they get the hate the next day on the news or
Oh yeah.
something. Like kind of like Logan Paul, like he did the Suicide Forest. He was
Oh yeah.
hated for years. I mean, he still is hated, but some people are like letting go what happened back in 2018, 2019. Like they're trying to let that go. But I mean, yeah, it's difficult. I can see where you're coming from, and it's. I mean, it is part of the YouTube journey, really. Making
And I
sure things like that don't happen.
and I feel like when you do like it says like you like make it restricted for like children or whatever. Like, is this video made for 18-year-old or whatever? I think it shouldn't matter if you like curse and stuff, because then how are kids gonna see that if it's restricted for them? I don't
Exactly.
understand that.
I don't either. It's a weird system.
So me and my I guess team or group or whatever, we're talking about it. We're not sure if we're gonna keep the clips the way they are, or like maybe just like cut out all the cursing and like bleep it out and do captions for it and bleep
Yeah.
out the captions, because I started doing captions. I'm gonna start that back up again because my friend she edits my videos now, but
Mm,
she was gone for a little bit, so I couldn't do anything. I had to like do the videos on my own,
mm,
like I think the last two or three videos, and then I kind of stopped for a month because I was trying to figure out what I want to do.
yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up question one. Let's go to question two. I know we're only on question two. Go figure. Hey, this is some good stuff, anyways. I think. But anyway, so I'll tell you my backstory. After I ask you this question, so what made you start doing YouTube? Out of all of a sudden, like you're now on a platform where we have these restrictions and all these other things, and you know, in the beginning part of the YouTube before it became the way it was, like what made you actually want to start doing YouTube?
Oh, I kind of wanted to make a community where like I can like give people like enjoyment, like make them like feel happy and stuff when they're sad or whatever. Like, because like whenever like I would watch videos or whatever, like make like my mood like better, I guess in a way. So I wanted to bring videos like that to other people, like give them enjoyment, for, like if they're like having a bad day.
All
Oh,
right,
you go watch this, laugh a little bit,
have a good day.
like get away from like reality for
Yeah,
a little bit. That's kind of like why I started a little bit.
yeah, that's definitely 100% me. I want to make people's day as much as possible, and that's why. And that was the whole other reason why I started YouTube. Is like, what would be a good way to make people's day? Create content. I rage a lot in video games. I screw around with my friends 24/7, and it's like, why don't I don't record this and post it? Obviously, I was like about 15, 14 when I started because it was back in 2016. I'm 19 now, so yeah,
Yeah.
it took a lot of convincing with my parents. But which, speaking of parents, for question three, what are the three people in your life slash YouTubers who supported you or inspired you to do YouTube?
Well, when I first started, I didn't tell anyone.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
didn't tell
on
anyone,
it,
so I
dude.
just like,
Honestly, I'm gonna go right there with you because I didn't want my friends in like real life to know I had a YouTube channel and start making fun of me. I mean, now my all my friends know that I have YouTube channels and they make fun of me almost like every single day. But it's like, screw
well,
you.
the funny thing is about being faceless. I literally have some people at my school that watch my videos, but they don't even know it's me, and I find it funny.
Oh, that's
Cause
honest.
it
Why
was
didn't I not
my
think of
friend.
doing that?
So one of my friends, he knows that I make videos, but he sent him a video of mine, and he makes sure that I tell him that don't tell anyone that it's me. Like I want to like try to keep it like
As
only a
much
couple
secret
people,
as
and that's it.
possible.
And like he watches videos, and I sat next to him at breakfast at school or whatever. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was like one of this guy's videos or whatever." I was like, "Oh cool, let me see." And it was like one of my videos I made. It was on Minecraft or something. I guess I played with him. I can't remember because I played with a lot of people and stuff back then, like on Minecraft and stuff.
Yep.
Like when I did all Minecraft streams and stuff, he was like, "Yeah, I was in the stream or whatever." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I probably should watch him sometime or whatever." He was like, "Yeah, he's pretty cool." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I just find that funny, like, because they don't know it's me.
Hmm.
Which I figured that because of my voice and stuff, maybe they would know, but I
They
guess
don't.
not. I don't know.
I mean, I have a friend of
Yeah.
mine. His name's Austin. I don't know if you remember him, Austin Cheney. He used to do a lot of my YouTube stuff with me, like way
Uh,
back in the day. If you were around then, I don't
I
think
think I
you
was around
were.
whenever you reached like 400
He
subscribers.
might. I don't know if he was, but he. I'm not trying to call him out because no one knows what he looks like, but like he started a. He's big on TikTok now due to VR chat and being like a. I can't remember what they're called, but they're. It's a version of a furry, and I can't remember what they're called. Really can't remember,
Uh,
but he's like really big for that stuff now, and no one knows who he is. No one knows his voice. No one knows anything. He's like really popular on TikTok now. So
dang.
he's got the TikTok. I got the YouTube. I'm keeping it that way. And the Twitch.
Oh yeah.
He's got the Twitch and TikTok. I just got the YouTube.
Yeah, I try to do TikTok and Twitch. Nah, I'm sticking with YouTube. I think it's easier for me just to do one platform and not multiple. Try to focus on one and then maybe expand.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
I didn't really have anyone, I guess, supporting me other than like maybe my online friends that I did YouTube with, which Radio Demon. So funny story. This might branch off from your question, but like a little bit. Sorry about that, but like it's I kind of explain a little bit because he doesn't do YouTube anymore.
Hmm.
Because I bought his channel
Oh no shit.
because I wanted him to
Why do I?
join my YouTube channel. So he said that I could buy his channel, then he'll join me. So I was like, okay. So I bought his channel so he could join me. But when I started YouTube, I met him through YouTube, and he had like more subscribers than me, but he only had like 30, and I had like 10. So
Hmm.
like, oh my goodness, he's like bigger than me, or whatever. I could try to grow from him, like maybe like get some tips or whatever.
Right.
I grew past him like really, really fast,
Fast.
and then all my other friends that did YouTube, I grew fast like past him too. I think my one inspiration was my brother because he started doing videos
Hmm.
before I did, and I wanted to do that, but I couldn't do it because I didn't really have like the setup that he had,
Right.
and like I didn't know how to like talk through like in videos, like I didn't know how to like commentate or whatever, like say that I'm by myself playing games, I didn't know how to like talk
How
during
to
it all the
talk by
time, you
yourself
know?
and how to like.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I wanted to do that, so then I did YouTube, I guess because of him mainly, and then I grew past him like fast. Like
Wow.
I'm past him now, which is funny. He started before me, and now I'm bigger than him.
Wow. That's crazy. That is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So question four. Um. There's a lot of people who come in your streams or videos and they comment mean things and and it's hard for other YouTubers to deal with that type of hate. And I know there's some people who can deal with it and they deal with it in different ways. How do you deal with your hate? Like when you get a comment, they say, "Oh, you suck at this game," or "You're trash," or "I hope your mom dies," or like something really fucked up. How do you like deal with the hateful comment or just the hate in general?
I just I just brush it off or just say, well, if this ain't your type of content, then don't watch. I mean, that's all I can really say. If people want a reaction, so if you give them a reaction, then they're gonna keep going.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just don't give them a
Don't
reaction.
give them that
Like
reaction and they won't
honestly, I think
continue.
I probably liked a couple of hate comments because I just like them.
Yeah.
I just like them because why not? It's not gonna affect me. Oh no, you said that I'm bad. Like my videos are trash. Go watch someone else. Then I guess I don't really know what else to tell you. Just don't watch.
Yeah,
And
it's
people,
difficult to deal with hate.
oh yeah, and like people have like stuff going on at
Oh
home
yeah.
as well. I guess in a
100%.
way.
And that really
So
infects that in a way with that hate because it can trigger something more and then that's when people go ahead and flip out on the people who have that hateful comment. I feel like that's what kind of triggers it. I mean, that's what it triggered for me. I don't know if that does it for everybody else, but it triggered it for me when someone would hate on me. I would start like, "Yep, okay." And then I started posting on social media, attack this person, and everyone would come in and attack him. So
Yeah, I don't really like. I just like brush it off. I don't like try to like make it like
yeah, a big
a
deal.
big. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just like oh,
I
it's
brush it
whatever.
off now. I don't let it bother me anymore. So I've learned to deal with it. I mean, it is difficult to deal with hate, especially depending on what they say about things. I've had that problem a lot. So,
I I think I had that more in shorts than anything because I post a lot of
oh,
shorts and I get a
100%.
lot of views.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
But
shorts get more traction than your fucking videos itself, I feel like. Because that's happening with me. Like, I've gotten so many shorts I've gotten like 5K views, and I get the
because you
hate from
get out there
those.
much more quicker,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
It's
people
like a
want to swipe at
TikTok.
it.
It's literally like a TikTok, but
It
on
is.
YouTube. It's
But I
crazy.
get more views on shorts than I do on TikTok, so that's what I don't understand though either.
Same. Honestly, same. Because I get 5K, like, or I get around the Ks on YouTube with that stuff, and then I go on post on TikTok and get like 300, 200, 100. It's like, okay, looks like I'm doing all my shorts and stuff that I want to do for TikTok on YouTube.
Hmm.
Like, it's weird.
And you'll like find that like one thing that works, and you'll just keep at it. That's
You
what
just,
I've learned
oh yeah,
as well.
oh yeah. Um, so what's your life like, been, man? Like, what is like your lifestyle? Like, you got, you probably got school, you got a job, you got YouTube. Like, what is like do you have like any life stories like behind YouTube and work and school? Like, is there like any like interesting
Like
life
just like my
stories?
life in general.
Yeah, like, is there like any like interesting life stories that you can remember that you can share? Like, at least one life interesting thing
Uh,
in life that you've experienced that no one probably ever else did?
Probably actually. Back in I want to say it's been actually. Hold it up. Good thing about YouTube, I did make a short about it because I wanted to make sure everyone was updated, so I can actually go back to the year, which that's what I like about YouTube. You can just like go back to your videos and like figure out, oh, it happened this year or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe I want to say maybe back in 2020. Yeah, I'd say 2020.
Mm,
So, I this is when I was working at Walmart at the time. I don't
right.
work there anymore. I was working at Walmart at the time, and I think I just reached like 200 subs or like 300. I can't remember.
Hmm.
And I was walking around at work, and I noticed like the aisle numbers up top, like it's like
Yeah.
A1, A13, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I noticed that in one of my eyes, I couldn't like in my eyesight kind of got blurry a little bit more than usual. But I just like it's probably just tired. And then I went to school or whatever. I noticed like one of my eyes like blurrier than the other one, and I kept on
Hmm.
like switching back and forth. So I was like talking to my mom about it. I was like, maybe I should go to the eye doctor because I had bifocals and stuff. Because I always had bad vision, so I never thought nothing of it. I thought maybe I needed another prescription.
Right.
So we went to the huh
Oh, I just said right. When you said something about the hospital. Talk to your mom
we
about going
went
to the hospital.
to the hospital. Sorry, what?
Oh, no, I heard you when you were talking. You said you brought your mom. You told your mom about the hospital. I'm like, yep, right. Like,
And
agreeing with
then
what you were saying.
yeah. And then we went to the eye doctor
Hmm.
and they didn't really know. They said that it looked like my cornea was cone shaped,
Hmm.
which basically, if no one knows that means, it means basically when light reflects off, like in your, I guess, in your cornea or whatever, like off your, like it reflects like off. But like mine was reflecting off in multiple different like places. So it like made my vision really blurry. And like one eye and the other eye was like kind of like okay.
Hmm.
It's very hard to explain because they didn't know what it was and they were explaining me like that and they didn't really know. So they made me go up to like all the way to the city near like to Children's Mercy. So I went up there, I think like a month after that, and they did tests on me and stuff, and they said I could keratoconus,
Hmm.
which is a rare eye disease that causes you to lose your vision.
Ooh.
Your eyes deteriorate over time, like quick.
Yeah.
And luckily they caught it in time because I would have been blind. Like I would be blind right now if they didn't catch it in time. No joke.
Damn.
I would be
That's
blind
that's
that year.
tough, man. That's actually tough.
Yeah, and they told me that it had to be genetics, or if you rub your eyes constantly, all
It
the
will.
time, it could cause that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really do that, so it has to be genetics. We didn't. No one in my family has like eye problems. We don't know on my dad's side because he's from a different country, so we don't really
Mm,
talk to like his family or whatever. So like we don't know if it's from his side or
that's.
my mom's side. We have no clue. So they gave me the option if I wanted surgery or not.
Mm,
But if the surgery went wrong, then I would have lost my eyesight. So honestly, I was gonna say no to surgery. Like no joke, I was gonna say no, just accept the fact that I'll go blind.
yeah.
Then I decided to go for it because they said that most likely it'll work and it'll be fine. And the funny thing is, they didn't have. There's no cure for it still.
Mm,
There's only a way to prevent it from like deteriorating fast. It slows down the deterioration process.
mm,
That's all the surgery did, and they found that out in Canada in 2016.
mm,
If I would have this out before then, which if I was born with it, I would have had it still. I would have had it.
right.
If that would have happened before 2016, I would have had to fly to Canada to go get surgery over there
Wow.
because it didn't get brought to the U.S. until like 2016, 2017.
Right.
But so I was like, oh, that's pretty neat, whatever. And so then I had to wait a couple months to go like be approved for surgery, then get ready for surgery. And I was afraid that my eyes would deteriorate and stuff, which my left one did deteriorate more.
Mm,
Uh, I can't really. I have to wear like I have like these very strong like glasses. One lens is stronger than the other one, and I cannot see. Like I wasn't able to drive. I was supposed to get my license, and I couldn't do that
right.
because I couldn't see really well. And there's no way I'd be able to drive on the road like that. So I
Yeah.
had to wait like a year to get my license because that's how long it took to get me the surgery. I think it took like yeah, I would say a year it took me to get the surgery because it took I went to the eye doctor first,
Yeah.
and then it took like a month to go to the Children's Mercy, and then I think it took like a couple months like even like get like proved for surgery,
Wow.
and then it took a
That's
couple
insane.
months to even get the surgery.
Wow. That's insane, man.
So I remember the day I went to surgery, I was kind of nervous because
Who wouldn't
they're
be
literally
nervous?
cutting my cornea.
Oh yeah,
They have
dude.
to cut
That's
my corneas on both
yeah.
eyes,
That's close
and
to
if
your
they
eye.
mess up, I lose my vision forever. They mess up,
Right.
and it powers each eye. And so I went through the surgery. They put this fluid in my eye, in my cornea, and then whatever else. They put that special fluid or whatever that keeps it from deteriorating fast or whatever.
Mm,
And then 4 hours later, they said I could go home. They told me I could go home. And then I woke up kind of. And I heard the doctor saying that I couldn't go home because my oxygen levels were low. Like really low
wow.
for some reason. And I remember mom saying that you have to stay here or whatever. You cannot go home. I was like, I know I speak a little bit of Spanish, and I was like, oh, I can go home. And then she's like, no, you can't. I was like, ay, puta madre, something like that, which means motherfucker. I was calling the motherfuckers. I'm calling them the bitches in Spanish. And
Oh
I was
my
like,
god,
I was
dude.
out in and out of it, so I didn't know what the fuck I was saying. And
That's
so then I
funny.
passed out, and then I woke up in the hospital room, and I couldn't see. They had bandages on my eyes, and my eyes felt like there's sand in it. Like no joke. Like it hurt so
Oh.
bad. And like, and no joke, when they say that all your senses enhance whenever you lose one sense, that's not a joke. It does happen. Like after like I couldn't see, like my hearing enhanced, like really good. Like it's so weird. It's hard to explain, but it's like Daredevil. Like basically like him, I would say.
Wow.
They I woke up, they came in the room and they said that surgery went well and everything and that I could take off the bandages. It's gonna be really hard to open my eyes that I probably won't be able to see well. And then they gave me this remote like to like call like if I need help or anything, I can call for help or whatever.
Mm,
And they said they'll be right back. Well, the remote fell, I guess, and I couldn't see, so I was
obviously.
trying to feel for it
Yep.
and I couldn't feel it. But I heard like talking outside my door and stuff, and I heard like this vacuum like going off or whatever, like a vacuum cleaner going off.
Mm.
So I was like trying to like say, "Hey, is anybody there?" Because I lost my remote. I guess the janitor was outside, and he closed the fucking door on me. So I was in a room, couldn't see,
By
alone,
yourself with
couldn't get
no
anything. It was
remote,
all
nothing.
quiet. I was
Oh
freaking
my
the fuck out. I
god.
was like yelling, screaming. I was like, "What the fuck? Why?" I was, and then they came in. They're like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "You guys let me the fuck alone in here." and I can't see, and I lost my remote. And she's like, "Oh, it's right here. It was under your butt." And I was like, "I don't know how the fuck you got under there, but whatever." So uh, after that, they checked up on me. I was able to remove the bandages, but I couldn't open my eyes. The light hurt my eyes so much,
Mhm.
like really bad. I had to like sit. I had to like close my eyes or like sit in a very dark room.
Wow.
So then I wanted to like change on my gown because I was in a gown. I wanted to change into regular clothes.
Mhm.
She said I could, but if I try to get up and like try to open my eyes, I'm gonna get really dizzy and fall. So she had to help me up, and I said I'll be okay. And I tried to walk to the bathroom, and I almost fell. Luckily, she caught me
Yeah.
because like I can't explain it. I guess like I never been like drunk before.
Mhm.
But I guess you can imagine like someone drunk, like stumbling and falling. That was me. I looked like I was fucking drunk out of my mind, I guess.
Wow. It's
And
crazy.
then she helped me back up. I was able to go to the bathroom. I needed to go pee, but she wanted to help me, and I was like, "Oh no, no, I got this. I'll be fine." I took my clothes in there. My vision was very blurry, and like I saw like imagine like you see doubles. That's
That's
what
what you
I
were
saw.
saying. Wow.
So I thought I saw the toilet. It was not the toilet. It was my clothes, and I peed all my clothes. Most embarrassing thing ever that happened to me. I peed all my clothes because I thought it was the toilet. And the nurse, I was like, I called the nurse. I was like, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad. I peed all my clothes because I thought it was the toilet. She's like, oh, no worries. That's not the worst thing that happened. Whatever. I was like, oh my god, I feel so
Damn.
stupid.
Just damn, bro. That's some crazy shit, dude. That's a crazy life story that you can remember and then tell your kids eventually at one point.
Oh yeah, and like I was like blind for like I think 3 days.
Wow.
Like I wasn't like officially blind,
But like
but
you
I
just
couldn't
couldn't.
open my eyes, couldn't see. So I had to learn how to do stuff without seeing. So I learned how to take a shower.
Mhm.
I learned how to watch TV by not falling asleep. Because the first time I tried to watch TV, I fell asleep because I thought that I was trying to sleep. I guess I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I was trying to listen to the TV, but I had my eyes closed, so I fell asleep. So I had to
Wow.
learn how to like listen to the TV without falling asleep,
Mhm.
and I had to learn my whole house, how to get around it without seeing.
Wow.
But
That's crazy, man.
yeah, it was
Pretty
it
crazy
was life
story.
changing in a way.
Oh yeah.
But
100%.
and I can't. I'm not gonna be able unless they find a cure for it. I will go blind. I'm guessing in my 30s I might.
Mhm.
I don't know, but eventually I will go blind. They can only do the surgery like 2 more times,
Right.
and then I can only get a cornea transplant, and then that's really it.
Wow. Wow. Well, you got time until you're 30, so they probably will come up with something and
Oh yeah,
won't go blind. We'll pray for that. We'll pray.
yeah.
But we got 3 questions left. Well, two. Yeah, basically, kind of 3 questions. I'm gonna start with this question. I'm gonna go out of order with it. I have literally a whole list that's in order. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just reading off of it, and
Lists are good.
yeah,
Do
it's
they
just a whole list
do
of
it?
questions that I was and stuff I want to talk about with you, and it's crazy. It's all out of order, and I flopped a lot of things around, so I'm gonna fix it. But anyway,
Oh, that's fine.
so I'm gonna skip to one of these questions. I was gonna save it for last, but I'm not going to because I kind of want to know myself. But you don't have to answer this one. Um, do you got any plans for your channel in the future? Like, is there anything that you want to share to people that know who you are that are probably going to listen to this podcast? And are you comfortable sharing what you got plans for the future, or you just want to hold off and just let everyone wait and see?
My plans are to. I don't know if you noticed. I privated all the live streams. I'm not doing live streams anymore.
Hmm.
That's done. Uh, I was thinking about making a whole new channel at one point and give up on this one, but then I decided not to.
Yeah.
That's why I rebranded.
So that was gonna be one of my other questions is like why you changed your name, but you just
I'll
basically answered it
I'll
to
talk
me.
about I can talk more about that
Yep.
later. But I'm definitely making we're getting ready to make another funny moments, and then after that one we're making a whole like collage of the newer funny moments.
Hmm.
Like the best of the best moments of those moments.
Oh, that's
Yes,
gonna be good.
it's gonna take us a long time to do, but we're trying to make the videos much more better and like good quality. Make sure that works good with the algorithm.
Mhm.
Like so, like basically, I think the videos are gonna take like maybe like 2 weeks to make now.
Yeah.
I did want to make like a video once a week, but I want to make sure the videos are good quality, good. They're like funny. They go with the YouTube guidelines now, and like I want to try to grow faster. So
Mhm.
I feel like with the funny moments, they are doing good. So I want to make those try to like make those videos I done in the past better. I try to improve from each video. I look at that video and see why did this one do better than that one. I
Yeah.
try to improve.
That.
So
Yeah.
basically, more funny moment content.
That's honestly keep going with it. It's working. Um.
Honestly.
um. And another question is a while ago, actually, if I can remember correctly, this was a long time ago. Are you even going to continue doing your podcast?
Oh, I honestly forgot about it.
Oh, I know you
I
forgot about it. That's why I'm going to ask. Are you going to continue doing your podcast? Like, are you going to still do it? You're still interested in doing
I
it? Like,
I interviewed two people and I decided that I didn't want to do it anymore because it wasn't my thing.
mm,
I didn't really think it was my thing. It
that
wasn't my
makes
niche in a
sense.
way, I guess.
That
So I
makes a
was like,
lot
I'm
of
not gonna do
sense.
that anymore. I'm not gonna do that again.
That's literally my kind of story because I ran a podcast by myself for
Yeah,
a little bit now, and that was when I didn't have like the best equipment to do it. I mean, now I got like two mics. I can have somebody sit with me. I can.
same here. Yeah, that's what I
I'm
said.
good to do a podcast, 100%. But I didn't want to do it by myself, and I wanted to do it with a friend because my whole thing is if I ever go big on YouTube and I become famous and I start doing all these things, I'm taking my friends with me. No ifs, ands, or buts. My friends are coming with me.
That's how I am too.
So I'm like, what if I do this? I got a channel that I'm going with. All my friends are basically on it. Videos that I make are popping the hell off for no reason. And I feel bad that I'm spending more time with more people than others. So that's why I try to like mix up the content and mix up people who are in the video itself. So
Yeah.
it so it's not the same person over and over again. Like my Game Beast uh trilogy thing that I have going on, my Game Beast series that I got going on. It's me, Colby, and Gabe, my two best friends. And I'm not trying to make any spoilers, but if we make an episode 5, there's probably gonna be another person on because for the past 4 episodes that we made, it's just been the three of us. And I've been preaching the idea to Gabe and Colby. I'm like, we need to have somebody else on Game Beast. It can't just be us three. We need to have fun with it. And now that we're getting five episodes in, if we're gonna make another one, if we end up doing it, we're 4 episodes in, possibly making a full number 5. I mean, I don't know. It's a big what if we do this and what if we do that. So we're trying to play around with this series, especially this one's popping off big time on my channel. So we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
try to play
That's
around with it a lot to figure out what we're doing.
that's that's what I did with funny moments. It's
Yeah.
working. That's the only thing that's working, so I'm going with it,
I mean,
and it's fun.
other other games that I play like Fortnite or whatever, they're doing fine. Like they're doing okay, but I get more views playing Game Beast than I would probably play Fortnite. It's
Yeah.
insane. And Game Beast is not really that big of a game like Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
YouTube's weird with their recommendations. Like if like one video works, they're just gonna recommend that. That's how
Oh
I
yeah.
am. I tried the Overwatch video. It did not go as good as I thought it would, and I posted a Siege video. It did amazing.
Yeah.
So my kind of sucks, but now my channel's kind of based on Siege. It sucks because it hurts me a little bit because if I want to post something else, it's not gonna do as good as Siege would. So I kind of stuck with Siege for now until I build up more of a following and
Hmm.
start starting type of videos. But all my friends, we love it. It's fun. We do customs.
Oh yeah.
I have, yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're basically getting close to the end of the podcast. I honestly don't know how long this podcast is, but honestly, dude, this has been the best podcast I've ever made. Like by myself wise, and probably for this podcast channel in general. Like I said, it does suck Colby's not here for this. Um, but I think he probably would say this would be an amazing, amazing podcast.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, for the people who are new to you and don't know who you are, um, God, man, where can they find you, man? Your content's amazing. I want other people to see it. I want my people to go over to your channel to see what your channel's like. Like, where can they find you at, man?
They can find me on YouTube, Quantum Heroes, or they can follow me on Instagram as well. I think I changed the name to Quantum Heroes as well.
Hmm.
I'm still working on all the name changes after rebranding, so I'm still catching up on that. But mostly find me on YouTube. I'm usually always on there.
All right.
So,
Well, your Instagram and your channel will be in the link in the description of the podcast.
all
Um,
right.
but yeah, I think this is gonna conclude the episode with you, man. Thank you for sharing your stories that you've experienced with YouTube. Um, and I also want to thank you for taking some time out of your day and to join the podcast, especially where we just renamed this podcast. This is you're technically going to be the first episode with the new name. It's just been me
Oh,
and Colby
nice.
for the past 4 episodes now. Well, no, take that back. 3 episodes. One was by myself, but you're the first interviewer
I'm
and you're
glad
the
it could be.
first person to be on the podcast with a brand new name. So I want to appreciate you for doing that, and I also want to appreciate you for supporting me as long as you have, and
Oh yeah, of course.
not being
You
pissed
gotta
at me
support it.
for the whole editing situation. And I know
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I've been through everything, especially with the other editor that I had that does no longer work for me because he just completely just blocked me. Um,
what?
yeah.
I didn't know about that. That was crazy.
Um, that would be a story for another time.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
um, maybe we'll have you on again. I kind of want to make a podcast too with you, like
I mean,
make another episode
I'll
with
be
you.
down.
Probably with Colby this time if he's all right with it.
All
Um,
right, yeah.
but
Just
yeah,
let me
but
know.
we'll talk about more things. I'll probably catch you up with what's going on with me. Um, this was all about you. I just want to do
Mhm.
like a sit down podcast, like just have me, you, Colby, and just talk.
We
Eventually,
just all talk about like just
talk
actually
about
chill
random
like
things,
YouTubers.
man.
That's
Like just
fun,
talk
yeah.
about random things.
Oh yeah.
But no, definitely, I would like to do another podcast with you. Um, I'm gonna have what people will think about that when this podcast gets out there. I don't know. It's gonna be out Saturday. Every Saturday is gonna be a new episode. And before I even end this, it's crazy. I'm making an episode with you. I'm filming a
Mhm.
video tomorrow, and I'm filming another podcast for the next Saturday ahead.
Dang.
So there's gonna be a podcast waiting
You
for
are
Saturday. Got to figure out what I'm gonna do for the next other following Saturdays. So we already got 2 podcasts coming in a week. It's gonna be
you
crazy.
on the
I got a
grind.
vlog. I'm gonna be having a vlog coming out too. I'm going to Boston, so it's gonna be awesome. Um, yeah, as I was gonna say, I know I was kind of a little bit of a dick when it came to working with me. I'm gonna say that now that we're on the podcast, it's recorded, and we're calling. I do apologize for being a little bit of a dick. I am a little, this channel is just my kind of like my pride and joy, and
Oh yeah.
I completely apologize for being a complete dick to you. Um,
You were at all, to be honest.
it's
So
just I had life things going on the top of trying to figure out what I'm doing for my YouTube, what I'm making for content.
that's how I am. I want to take it as like not like professional, but like even though I'm not like big or anything, yes, I'm like a little YouTuber. I still want to try to take it seriously
Oh yeah,
sometimes. So I do
100%.
that.
Yeah, but honestly, man, honestly, in the future, I hope you and me get to make a video together, or actually get to work on the same team
Just let
again,
me
or
know.
something, man. Like, I'll be down. It'd be an amazing collab, you and me. I think that would be an
I
awesome video
mean,
we can do at one point.
I do have this idea, but I need a lot of other YouTube people.
Mm.
Just saying. And this has kind of been in the works for a little bit. What I've been thinking of, been trying to come up with. I want to do like a YouTube like team deathmatch type thing on a game.
Hmm.
Just saying that'd be
Hey,
kind of fun.
let me know about that one. I'll
Oh
100%
yeah,
be down to do that. Makes a good collab with you and me.
oh yeah.
I know you do have PlayStation. If you do have Game Beast, maybe you can come on one of our episodes if you have Game
Oh,
Beast.
me and my friends play that game all the
Like,
time. It's
if
so
you want to
fun. We
come
record that
join,
stuff, but
come join
it's
the series,
fun.
man. Hey,
I mean,
I'll hit you up
I'll
if
be
you want to
down.
be involved. I'll
Oh
make an
yeah,
episode with you, 100%, man.
let me know. I'll be there.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate the time that you give us for sitting here on this podcast. Um,
Thank you for having me on here.
and I hope you are chasing your dream as much as I am. All right, guys, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe. Do all you guys gotta do. Subscribe to Alex's stuff. Links will be in the description, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace, y'all.
See you guys later.